Before going into the topic details, I want to bring your attention to the UPSC coaching programs offered by Clear IAS. Clear IAS offers online and offline courses to help candidates get selected for prestigious government services like IAS, IPS, or IFS. Clear IAS, Prelims cum Mains, PCM course, provides a highly effective study plan, well-organized subject-wise videos, study materials, mock exams, and guidance to cover the entire GS syllabus of UPSC CSE prelims, mains, and interview systematically. As a limited period offer, there is a 40% discount on our online courses. Enroll now.
So what is the topic here? It is actually about I4C. So what is actually I4C? It is the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. That is one I and then four that Cyber Crime Coordination Center. So Cyber Crime Coordination Center. That is the 4C. So I4C. And why this particular I4C is actually in the news is because there were 4 different projects inaugurated by the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah himself. So Home Minister actually inaugurated 4 different projects under I4C. So that is how this particular point, that is the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, what is I4C and what are the 4 different projects which are inaugurated under I4C, what are the things? That is a current affair event. So in the very same foundation day itself where this event was actually held, the Home Minister said that cyber security is actually national security itself. So earlier it was actually okay. Earlier we required digital security. That was fine. That was more or less okay. We could have handled it. But now it is actually getting into the region of cyber security. For example, there were times in which the huge installations, the computer network of huge military installations were attacked. There were actually we have our own nuclear power plant, the Kudamkulam nuclear power plant that is in the Tamil Nadu coast, and it was actually attacked in 2019 by the cyber attack was actually there. And there were many other times in which these kind of attacks have been continuously happening. So that is why the Home Minister said that cyber security is actually national security itself. So that is why they are actually introducing some kind of new different projects. And they are already also focusing on, with the I4C, they are actually focusing on multiple sectors coming together. So what are the multiple sectors which are actually coming together? One is actually, we can say that academia, that is research and other institutions, etc. The college, universities, the research people, etc. So there is academy, there is actually industry. So the business people, the industries are also coming together to contribute of their own. And the next thing is actually the government of India, the government itself. We can say government, the state, the public sector, etc. The state machineries, the government sector, etc. They are also contributing in their own. And last but not the least, the basic common public also. That is also one another important aspect of it. So we can say citizens, or you can say the common public. So all these people come together in a platform that is actually called I4C. In a platform that is called Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. So we all have something to contribute into this particular nodal agency or a platform, we can say. So that is what this particular project is actually all about, I4C, basically a nodal agency for cyber security in India. Now we'll understand what are the different projects which are being implemented. What do you say? We already mentioned about this thing, right? Academia, industry, public, government, etc. And we have to mention one more thing, that is 1930. That is the basic helpline number for Indians. If you find any cyber fraud, cyber issues, etc., we can simply report it to I4C by calling in 1930. Again, this number, if you remember, you can add it as a value addition point in the mains exam. Cyber security, it is a huge topic. And there was, in one of the previous years, there was one question which was asked, that is Cyber Dome. It was actually the mains question. What is actually Cyber Dome? Which was recently seen in the news. Simply write about that. I guess 10-mark question. Cyber Dome is actually an initiative of the Kerala Police Department, and it was asked in the UPSC question paper. So a state government initiative, that is why we always say that always make sure that you mention case study. You study case studies. If you read about some project in the newspapers, in the journals, in the Yojana, Kurukshetra, etc., make sure that you make a note out of it. And this, it may come handy if you write some, value addition point in an answer, or it may directly be asked. That example is actually Cyber Dome, which was asked very recently in the mains exam. In the last previous 5 years, they asked this question: what is Cyber Dome? What are the basic features, etc. So make sure that you understand the different case studies regarding the cyber security sector also. So the different other thing is that we know that 1930 is actually national, what do you say, toll-free helpline number for citizens, so that they can lodge a complaint online also. So we'll understand what are the four initiatives which was launched recently by the Home Minister under I4C. So one, that is actually the Samanvay portal. So number one is actually Samanvay portal. So what is this thing? It is actually a one-stop portal for as a data repository. We can say all the cyber crimes, all the data related to cyber crimes, all the data can be shared with this particular platform. So this portal, the citizens can access the different state governments, the police department. They can actually access the portal. They can find the data about different criminal records and other criminal data, crime data, etc. of cybersecurity. That is the point of Samanvay portal. So it is a one-stop destination to have all kinds of information related with the cybersecurity. The second thing is actually, it's basically a platform for coordination. Second thing is actually about the cyber commandos. So just like I said, take the example of China. So it is reported that they have a huge human resource of the cyber commandos, cyber soldiers, etc., who are just daily spending day in, day out to hack or attack the different other countries, installations, and other offices, etc. They're simply there, say, for the cyber warfare. So we also need to develop a strong human resource to fight against that, to resist that, and if a time comes, be offensive also. So we need a dedicated task force, we need a dedicated set of people, a huge human resource is required. So that is why under the I4C program, the Home Minister has launched Cyber Commandos program, in which there will be a trained special wing of people will be there in all the state government, in all the union territories, and in all the central government police departments also. So they are actually dealing with the police department only, but not just the central level. On the all the state UTs and the central government police department will have a trained, dedicated task force. That is the cyber commandos. The third thing is the cyber fraud mitigation center. Cyber fraud mitigation center. It is ideally a platform where immediate action can be taken if there is actually a report is actually there. For example, if somebody reports that that particular incident is going to happen, or some bad incident already happened, some cyber security incident happened. So who are the first responders who actually coordinate this thing? They are the cyber fraud mitigation center. They will be, on all the online financial crimes, etc. All that will be done by the cyber fraud mitigation center. Also, you have to keep in mind that the Home Minister also praised this particular center because it was a huge example of cooperative federalism. So there are two types of federalism. That is actually Indian polity topic: cooperative federalism and competitive federalism. So competitive federalism in the sense, for example, India is a union of states. So multiple units are there, states are there. Now all the states have to compete with each other. Why? Because if some foreigner is actually coming with some investment, some money, and he wants to find, or he or she wants to find a place where that person can actually start a company. So what we'll do, Tamil Nadu will ask that, okay, we will actually give you some facilities, you can start here. Maharashtra will say that, no, we will give you more facilities, you come here. Delhi will ask the same thing, and the Karnataka will ask the same thing. So every different states will ask the same thing. So that is called competition. So that is called competitive federalism. We are actually existing together, but we are also having a mild competition also. That actually is actually healthy. So the next thing is actually cooperative federalism. It has actually multiple meanings. That is, all the units within India cooperate with each other, coordinate with each other. Also, there is actually a cooperation between the center and the states also. So there is a huge cooperation between the center government and the different state governments. That is how India is actually existing. So multiple types of federalism exist in India, and this particular example, Cyber Fraud Mitigation Center, is a huge example of cooperative federalism because it is working in tandem of central and the different state governments. That is what the Home Minister actually mentioned. And last but not the least, the Cyber Suspect Registry. That is the fourth particular initiative by the Home Minister. That is, it is a national cybercrime reporting portal. It is a reporting portal, just like I mentioned, the word is registry. So it is a crime reporting portal. It will have collaborations with different banks, different financial intermediaries, etc. and they will have that all the fraud risk management, etc. For example, it was in 2017, there was one virus that is called WannaCry. So this WannaCry was actually a ransomware. It was actually 2017. So 2017, there was something like WannaCry, which was actually a ransomware. Ransom means that you just blackmail or you just abduct one particular person, etc. For example, one child, and then you can ask the father or mother that okay, we have kidnapped this kid. If you want the kid, you will have to give us 5 lakh rupees. So these kind of blackmails are there, right? Hijacking, blackmails, etc. Just like that, the WannaCry, that was actually a spam which was circulating in the 2017 times. It started attacking different networks of different institutions, some hospitals, some panchayat raj institutions, maybe a police station, etc., like that. And what they will do is that they just simply log down the computer. They will ask you that if you want access back to this computer, you will have to pay us some money. So that was actually happened in 2017 with the WannaCry, which was a ransomware. So ransom means this kind of thing. That is, if you want that access to the thing, you have to give a certain kind of money. So all the different kinds of such frauds, such financial frauds, etc., is registered, documented, recorded in the cyber suspect registry. That is the particular point. So this is the topic about I4C, that is Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, and these are the 4 different initiatives which was recently inaugurated in the foundation day of I4C by the Home Minister.